Hey guys, if you're following my channel, you see that there's a lot of things going on all over the world. There's earthquakes in Taiwan and Japan, even in New York. There's eruption after eruption in Iceland that's damaging and threatening the town of Grindavik. The Rincon volcano in Indonesia, that is an impressive one, that while it's erupting, you see lightning strikes like some God is very, very angry and is throwing its lightnings down there. But, you know, there is a vacation paradise in Costa Rica that is under threat right now. So let's talk a little bit about that. Maybe you didn't know about this, but I think it's interesting. So the Rincon de la Vieja volcano is heating up. It's waking up. It's preparing. It's like if you have an oven and you put it on preheat phase, you know, it will reach the temperature that you want to. And it looks like that this thing is doing the same. So this is in Costa Rica, and could end up in a volcanic eruption that could threaten a really vacation holiday paradise. So this volcano shows signs of increased seismic activity, and we know what that means. Increased seismic activity usually occurs if something underground is moving. It's making its way to the surface. That could be magma, volcanic liquids, gases, but something's rumbling, something's happening, and that's why I want to talk about this a little more. And with this seismic activity there, and that's why I want to look at this, comes an expansion, or you can call it an uplift of its crater. So it's lifting up, like in Iceland, the land rise, like at Campi Flegrei, the land rise. So what is happening? The local observatory there, the Volcanic and Geological Observatory, has made an announcement about that. So there are volcanic tectonic earthquakes and tremors that they have detected. And what's interesting is that the amplitude of those have increased in the recent days. So that means something. They have done measurements, and these measurements indicate that something is happening that we could call explosive degassing, and that there is a dense cloud of steam that is rising as high as several hundred meters from that volcano. So far, there have been no explosions, but it could happen soon. So guys, how would you interpret these signs that this volcano is doing? I can tell you what the volcanologists are saying. So their interpretation of these signs is that they are indications of the possible presence of magma that could be located less than 5 kilometers below the surface. So basically, Campi Flegrei, they think that there's a magma chamber only 4 kilometers deep. And in Iceland, underneath the Blue Lagoon and the Svartsengi power plant, the magma chamber is only at a depth of 4 to 5 kilometers, and it's being fed from a deeper magma reservoir. But from the more shallow magma chamber, that's the point where the magma is sent up to the surface. And if these shallow magma chambers reach their maximum point of elasticity, so if they're full, that's when the event is triggered, and that's when you usually see the earthquakes if something's sent on its way. So Rincon de la Vieja is increasing its activity. Where is this volcano located? It's located in a national park in Costa Rica that is known for its tropical, beautiful, dry forest. And there are many rare animal species that are protected. So for the country, it's an important place. And these animals, for example, these are the animals you might know, a sloth or armadillos. So that's why that national park is a popular travel destination, and especially with tourists from the USA, with American tourists, they love to come there. So if that is being destroyed or threatened by a volcanic eruption, that would not be good. So that Rincon de la Vieja volcano, it is almost 2,000 meters high. So it's 1,916 meters high. So that's quite significant. It's a very complex volcano, and it's located in the northwest of Costa Rica. And it's one of the most active volcanoes in Latin America. So this one is definitely one that we need to take serious. So the last major eruptions that we have seen in this volcano, they're not that long ago. They were in 1995, and then only 2 years later, it did erupt again in 1998. So what happened at that time? The crater has a crater lake, as you can see here on the picture. And that's always, if magma meets water, it's getting more explosive. So that crater with the crater lake is part of the Santa Maria complex. That's how they call it. And that was active in these 2 years. So the explosions that were caused by these eruptions were so powerful that the water of the crater lake that was on top of the crater spilled over its edge and triggered lahars. Lahars like mudslides, massive volcanic mudslides. So we could be facing a similar scenario right now. So that could be what's coming. And since only 2011, we have seen repeated phreatic eruptions. So what are phreatic eruptions? Phreatic eruptions are also known like as a steam blast eruption. And they occur when water is beneath the ground or on the surface, in case this, here we have that lake, is heated by the magma. So that intense heat causes the water to turn into hot steam basically immediately. And that steam is expanding, and then it's causing these explosions with rocks flying around, with ash flying around, all over the surface, and this can travel very, very far. That's the risk that we have at the Askja crater in Iceland as well. So these eruptions do not involve the extrusion of new magma necessarily, but they're driven by the superheated steam that is generated by volcanic heat. So guys, I think this is another one on my list that I will keep you updated about. Let me know, have any of you been in that area, in that national park? Have you seen the volcano? I mean, it's quite a mountain. It's really, really high. Let me know about your experiences, and let me know if you would like to learn more about that area and that volcano. So guys, thanks for watching. I have already released 2 more videos today about what's going on in Iceland and what's going on with the evacuation of residents about the Ruang volcano. More than 9,000 residents are already evacuated, and my videos tell you why. So interesting stuff. Thanks guys for watching. Thank you for your support. If you're new here, please subscribe. I would love to see you again. And for my regular viewers, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon, guys. Bye bye.